What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back, and it is late here at the Hotel Cheyenne where I am right now. And I think Disneyland Paris fans will know when I say I'm Disney tired. I am Disney tired, but I am very happy after tonight's result, and I'm not taking it out. This is one take and one take only. Listen, shout out to everyone that gave me feedback and love on the last video. I haven't managed to get around to anyone. I'll give all the super thanks shout out on the next live video, which will be after the Blackburn game, but just a couple hours after the game because I'll still be traveling back home. But I will be watching the game live. But yeah, just big up to everyone for the support on that one because I know it wasn't easy, especially with the first 30 seconds. I'm hoping this one will go smoother than that one in the airport where it seemed like I was underwater for the first 30 seconds. But yeah, salute to every single one of you and big up for the support. It really does mean a lot, especially when it's not in my normal setting and it's a different away. Say, I think any Disneyland Paris fans who know the Hotel Cheyenne will know I love this hotel. It's great, man. Old West theme, loving it. But listen, onto business. And I'm not really going to go too in depth on the result today or the performance as such, but I want to talk about just the confidence that I had in this football team to win the game today. At no point did I think Luton Town were going to be a threat. And apart from second half spell where they got back into the game, if you want to call it that, we were in complete control. It looked like our players were having fun. And the most impressive thing about that for me is that all the other results went against us. Sunderland, I don't count them as a threat. I don't. I think I was anticipating their fall off, and it's kind of happening. They got more draws than IKEA these days. But Burnley, Sheffield United, I expect to be with us, and I've said that since the start of the season. That has not changed, and after 17 games, it's still the case. Burnley get their job done. Sheffield United get their job done with another routine win. That's what they're going to do. For me, it's Sheffield United and hopefully us. But it's Sheffield United. I feel that they're going straight back up this season. I really do. But what we needed to do, and you got to think the pressure, we're playing a day after, and we coped so well with it. Like tonight, you'd never believe that we were playing for the chance to go back on top today. The players, it just looked like a fun kickabout. And for me, it's another one of those. I know we've talked about this before. I feel we could have got more goals today, but we know that's not really in our nature. But it was just a comfortable victory. I'm not going to speak too much about how it couldn't have been comfortable at the start, especially with a certain goalkeeper leaving it to Pascal Struijk to make an unbelievable goal line save. I'll leave that to you in the comments. But apart from that side, the rest of the team was just so comfortable. One change tonight, Willie Nonto coming in for Dan James. I do understand it. This rotation, this fitness, we got to keep these players fresh. The one player I did say I wanted to stay in was Manon Solomon, and I'm glad he did. He was heavily involved in two of the goals today. The first goal in particular, Manor Solomon now is getting up to speed. I don't even think we need to talk about his position come January because he is showing that him being a difference maker. Salute to Sam Byram as well for the finish, lovely finish with the bicycle kick as such. But Manor Solomon, that's what I expect to see. Moments like that, game changing, key changing moments from Manor Solomon. I expect more of those from him, and I knew it would happen as long as he stayed fit. Now he's fit. We need to keep him that way so he can be the difference maker for Leeds going forward. But lovely finish by Sam Byron, by the way. And it also just throws in, and I don't want to speak about future speculation here, but Sam Byron in the last two games has shown his attacking prowess. Now, don't expect that for the rest of the time he's going to be playing, but for the last two games, Sam Byram has been up there and either been creative or in this game scoring. So salute to him, and he's going to make it very, very tough for Schmidt, who's barely getting a look in anyway, to return and even get a spot if there's ever a problem with Bogle or Furpo. By the way, Bogle today, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And Bogle again showing the class as to why we paid so much money for him in terms of championship football, 5 million rising to however much when we get promoted, one of those. But Bogle again, lovely passing tonight. I would love for him to got that goal at the end, but he set up a lovely one for Dan James. But before that, Joel Peru getting on the score sheet from the start, which I like to see because, our strikers are being spoken about a lot in terms of not enough goals or the lack of efficiency with one start or what have you. But it's a team effort and it's all working right now. It's working. And the reason why it's working is because we're in the top two. We're first right now, but it's working. But Joel Peru, off a set piece, it was the second phase, but it's nice to see those go in. You need those scrappy goals. Keep saying it. As much as I love champagne football, in the championship, it's about scruffiness, and that goal just give us a comfort blanket, and Luton were never coming back. The third goal was my favourite. Joseph initially losing it, but it's his pressing from the front which hurried Luton into getting the ball to Manor Solomon. They made a mistake, give it to Solomon, out to Bogle, Dan James off the bench, cash money. Lovely finish as well from DJ, lovely composed chip, and I just knew this was coming, and this isn't just me being on holiday or joyful and everything. I just had full faith we were going to get the job done today. And I've said it already with Luton Town, and I maintain it, and I hope a lot of you have seen it after today. Luton Town, they got up, and salute to them for getting up. You know, always a big achievement when that happens, especially to clubs like that. But they were elite, they were championship stroke League One team, punching way above their weight in the Premier League, and now it's coming home to roost in the championship. They are average team. And you saw that today. There's nothing about Luton Town where you go, what? They were in the Premier League last year. Nothing. And I said this before a ball was even kicked. I said that this team was lucky, not lucky to go up. They've earned it to go up. But it's much like the Huddersfield scenario, where Huddersfield, they go up, and fair play to Huddersfield, they got a couple years up there. But Huddersfield are back where they should be. And I think that's going to be the same with Luton Town. So we got our job done today. And it's about keeping this up. It's about keeping this up. I'm not looking at any other teams besides Sheffield United and Burnley. But at this point in time, with us being top, as long as we do what we're supposed to do, I think it's pretty obvious where we're going to finish at the end of the season. You know what I mean? You can either be a believer or a moaner or doubter. I'm only joking. I've seen, when I come back as well, I want to do some live streams with you guys. I've seen some funny topics over the last couple of days, and I want to get into those on live streams with you, and just speak about. And there was one in particular about Daniel Farker, and there was the BBC commentators were kind of throwing it out there, trying to throw this caller under the bus about wanting him sacked and everything else like that. Whether you agree or not, we're not talking about Pep Guardiola here. We're not talking about Jose Mourinho. We're not talking about, one of the greatest managers of all time. If people see that there's flaws in the character, I think they should be well within their rights to call it out. But there was just a couple of other things that I've seen over the last couple of days where I think, oh, I'd love to speak about this live with the viewers, and get their takes on it, and give my take in full, which obviously isn't possible right now because I don't even know what time it is, but whatever time it is where you are, as I'm recording this an hour later here. So as you can tell, I'm looking very tired, but you know what? You're gonna get this content, all right? But what else impressed me today? Tanaka, yeah, again, just consistently good. There was a lot today. Strauch, obviously, with that goal line clearance. There was just a lot. Bogle, for me, it was a pick. I know he didn't get a goal, but I thought he was just solid all round today. Absolutely brilliant. And it's kind of funny, isn't it? We was almost signing the player that came on for Luton. I forget his name. Is it High Kosher? Give me in the comments. And you just look now. He chose Luton Town, and it turns out we got a better deal in the end with Jaden Bogle coming here, and he's fitting like a glove. First few games, yeah, he was getting used to not, conceding 100 goals with his ex team, but he's settled in brilliantly, hasn't he, Jordan Bogle? Give me your shouts for your man of the match in the comments. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. I will be back live after the Blackburn game, but not straight away. Like I say, just keep an eye on the channel, and come live with me then, and we can get back into the rhythm again. Listen, got a couple of days left here. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm joining 3 points. I'm enjoying Leeds United being top where we should be. Long may it continue, people. And I'll see you in the next one, people. Like the video before you go. That would really help me out. Peace out.